a media briefing from the St. Kitts Nevis Carnival Committee as we get ready to celebrate Sugar Mass 51. Remember the slogan or theme, celebrate as one for Sugar Mass 51. That will be from 9 until 10, and then at 10 o'clock, we'll break away to join Central Bank for another live media coverage. You know, it's financial month, and they have rolled out each of the countries, if you listened, rolled out their plans for this month to share information to help you with your current situation as it relates to finances. There's always a plan, and a man with a plan, well, he's bound to stand. We'll be back right after this with more for you. Oh, before you do so, let me send some birthday greetings going out to Vincent Broadbelt, also known as Brody. And you got greetings coming in from Juanita, wishing you a good one today, man. It's the morning show. We'll be back.
Farm care, that's my place. For all my pharmaceuticals, for my health care. Farm care. Check them on 4th Street, they're the best I know. That's the only place to go.
And visit our Birdwalk branch at the Rams Shopping Complex for added convenience. Go online at farmcarerx.kn or facebook.com/farmcare to browse house brands such as Quality Choice and Puritan's Pride. Get health tips, learn about sales specials, and much more. Farm Care, for your wellness, comfort, and privacy.
Newtown Fishers Cooperative Society will be having its first annual Bastia Fishing Tournament, Sunday 16th October, World Food Day. Musical entertainment provided by EK The Real Right. Lots of fun and games for the family. Plenty to eat and drink. Seafood galore. Grilled fish, conch shoulder, lobster, and more. Boat race, wet t-shirt competition, and plenty more activities. The admission absolutely free. A huge thank you to the sponsors: Carol Brewery St. Kitts Nevis Limited, Delta Petroleum, and ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation. So remember, come to the Bastia Fisheries Complex on Sunday 16th October, World Food Day, and find out who will win the first annual Bastia Fishing Tournament.
This Pinktober, Sagicor is asking, are you seeing the signs? Never ignore the signs of breast cancer. And don't wait until the signs present themselves. Act now and get your screenings done. Early detection is still the best protection. Visit sagicor.com/Pinktober to learn more. Don't wait. Get tested today.
Welcome back. For those of you who want to send your greetings for teachers, I'll ask you to be creative with your remarks this morning when you get in on the road or traffic discussion. In the studio with me this morning, as usual, each and every weekday, Wednesday morning, is Sergeant Henry from the Traffic Department. Good morning, Sergeant.
Good morning, GQ, and how are you this morning?
I'm doing well, thank you. And our guest this morning, who's also no stranger to the studio, he's here ever so often now and again, is Sergeant Gilbert. your rank should be higher, you know.
I take a salute. Good morning.
Welcome to both of you. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Sergeant Henry, over to you as we get ready for our conversation.
Okay, this morning I'll be talking about child safety before I turn over to Mr. Gilbert from the Public Works. Mm-hmm. And regulation, Traffic and Road Vehicles Regulation, states that the driver of a vehicle shall ensure that once that vehicle is in motion, that a child seat that contains a passenger shall be positioned in the rear seat of the vehicle. A child shall be used in any case where a passenger is under a height of 3 feet. And we also say under the age of 5. So from days to 5, that child must be placed in a child seat. The child shall refer into subregulation 2 must be suitable for the weight of the particular passenger and must be installed and used in accordance with manufactured instruction. So you know they give the weight and the height of the child for car seats. And then you go on to say any passenger who is under the age of 14 shall be restrained by a seat belt while riding as a passenger in a motor vehicle, irrespective of whether he or she is seated in the front or the rear of the vehicle. So as long as you're over 5 and you're under the age of 14, you must be restrained by a seat belt, whether you're sitting in the back or the front of the vehicle.
Okay.
And this doesn't pertain to motor omnibuses. But as long as the passenger is in the front seat, you must be restrained by the seat belt. But if you're in the back and you're under 14, it is...
The car seat.
No,
Oh,
a passenger bus, a motor omnibus. Yes.
The public transportation.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
You are... What am I say? You're not supposed to. So, because when we talk about private vehicle, people say, oh, I'm to a motor omnibus. But remember, they are there for hire or reward. And each person who gets injured in a passenger bus, they are covered by insurance.
Okay.
And then, you know, some persons have their private vehicle as a third party, which is only if you hit somebody's vehicle, you get
compensation.
Right. So, as long as you're under the age of 14 and over 5, you must be restrained by a seat belt as long as you're driving in a private vehicle.
Okay.
And this was amended in 2017.
Well, that's just recently then.
And the fee for this is $200.
That's the fine. $250.
$200.
Okay.
$200 as long as you're over 5 and under 14. Sorry.
Yeah.
As long as you're over 5 or under 14. But for a child car seat is $150. That's the fee.
Okay.
So for now, I'll turn over to Mr. Gilbert from Public Works Department.
Morning and welcome again.
Good morning. I have to laugh because you promote me.
Yes. and before you continue, I know Leston always calls in, and acknowledge you for your presentation and how on point did it be. And he said you should have been a teacher, but little do he know you was. So even though you're not a teacher today, you are a past teacher. So I want to extend teachers' greetings to you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yes, man.
Okay, thank you again, GQ, ZLZ Radio and Studio, the listening audience, the management and staff of ZLZ.
And viewing audience.
I want to thank you for having me here this morning. And the police, of course, for giving me a spot on their program this morning. This morning I'm here for a specific reason. We are planning to start a capital project known as the Phillips Slope Stabilization.
Okay.
Phillips Slope Stabilization. That is in Phillips's village, we call it. A lady asked me the other day, where is Phillips's? Phillips is above Molineux going on the mountain side. That's where Phillips is. Now, with the Phillips Slope Stabilization Project, in the Phillips area, along the road, from time to time, whenever we have heavy rainfall, the hill slips. So we have landslide, and it caused the road to be blocked. The last time it occurred was in April of this year. And we have tried to put a capital project together to roll out this project, and it is now come to fruition. So we already have a contractor in place. We went out for tender. We actually vetted the tenders, made recommendation, and it's now approved for us to move forward with the project. But before we start construction work in the ground, we have to A, inform the public because the project is in a residential area.
Okay.
B, the road which the people traverse on, we must inform the users of that road too. And C, there is a school where the Molyneux School, the Joshua Bidaya School has been temporarily moved to Phillips. So a number of people use the same road to get to school. So we have to inform the students and the parents alike and the Ministry of Education of the new project. Now with this project, before it rolls out, we have to do what is known as a condition survey. I think I said that some time ago when I was here with the Island Main Road. While they are doing this, earthworks they'll be doing, and we'll be putting gabion baskets to prevent the hill from continue to slide. While they are doing the work, there will be heavy equipment in operation. There will be pounding, noise, rolling, etc. And then there will be some level of tremor. As such, we want to check the houses, the properties in the area to see the condition, the structural condition before we start. And after the work is completed, if anyone encounters further cracks to their structures, then they can call us and we will actually get the investigation done, make a determination, and get the insurance to look at it and further make a decision. Now, we also ask the contractor to take out a special insurance for that, not the general insurance which he has for the general compensation for damage, for general, etc. It's a special insurance for that purpose. So, before this being done also, Public Works will be charged with the responsibility of distributing letters to the householders that this thing is coming on stream, and please expect the contractor and his team to come and do the investigation to your property and allow them entry into your property to do the investigation. We're not coming to look news, or they're not coming there to look news to see what you have or what you don't have. All they are coming to do is just to check the structure at the condition what it's in, take notes, take some pictures of the structure, and then at the end, there will be, if you complain that you have further cracks, then we can actually compare the notes and see where we go from there. So this morning, I want to tell the people of Phillips and the surrounding areas and all those who use the road that we will be doing a major project there, and during the process, some roads will be blocked, but we'll inform you accordingly as to where to drive and how to get around it. Thank you very much. I'll stay here for now.
All right, the lines are now open, 465-2555. You've heard from our presenters this morning, Sergeant Henry and Mr. Gilbert. Let's hear from you now. What's on your mind? Good morning.
Good morning,
Hey, morning.
Yeah, good morning, Commissioner Henry and Mr. Gilbert.
Good morning.
Let me start with the police first. Mr. Commissioner and Miss Commissioner, I want you all to put on the road all day police patrol vehicle. You see what happened over Keys Monday morning? 3 pile-up accidents. And nowhere to go unless you're going back around the island to reach in town. So please, put them out there, like I say, on the road. Now, Mr. Gilbert.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Yes, man. You know what happened up New Road and Monkey Hill up there? People had to lean up on the wall to get water to bathe. Because the drill bit them well, you got drilling well. They ain't got the length. And then I got the reach. So there was no water to come up. So please get long bit that could reach down to bring up water for the people and to bathe. Let the water spout out, not dribble on them. So thank you very much for that. That's the problem there why they ain't got no water. So change your bit them, get long bit and reaching bit. Now, GQ? Happy Turtle, what would they be? Teachers or Turtles? Happy Turtles Day. Because I remember in a class when I was in school, a teacher drew something on the blackboard and she asked, what is that? Who can tell me what is that? I put up my hand. I said, teacher, that don't look like a wheel. She said, sit down. A fellow got up, he said, teacher. I be don't see them things up a mountain in the water. She said, boy, when you learn to speak, Then he sit down, he get up again, he said, teacher, we don't see them thing they up in maintain any waiting. He said, okay, sit down. Have a good day.
Have a good day, Culture.
Thank you.
A light moment there. Let's take this next call. Good morning. You're live.
Morning, GQ.
Hi, morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay, tell you to call me, please. Etel 465-9939.
465
465 9939.
9930.
Call Etel.
All right, that's all.
Okay.
Good morning.
Morning, King.
Good morning, man.
Morning to the panel.
Good morning.
Morning.
I have something very important to talk about. The piece of road right next to Spratnet, I think on the northern side there, when you come out to the Old Road Bay area, that has been prepared, it seems, to be fixed, but hasn't been done now for months. And it's much needed to widen the road in that area. Just the other day I was coming town, and some vehicles were coming through from the Old Road Bay area. And one of them had to pull right into that bad spot there, and he has a hole digging out in it right now. And, you know, I just need to know what's it there for, if it's to be a part of the road. Well, it needs to be. Or what? What's going on there? Thanks.
You're going to respond now, or you want me to take some more
I'll take
calls?
some more calls.
All right. Good morning. You're live.
Hey, good morning.
Hi.
Good morning, Mrs. Henry.
Good morning.
Mrs. Henry, you know, going westward after you pass under the bridge where Max think it is nice, something like that, I think. When you reach there to go around the roundabout to your right-hand side, you have some big trees there. Yesterday while driving, I couldn't see. And as soon as I tried to move, bam, vehicles keep coming all the time. So what I have to say and ask this morning, you know, I don't know if you can, don't get me wrong, but if you can see if you could get those people, whoever the land belongs to cut down those trees, because you cannot see the traffic coming from the westward to the eastern side of the island. I cannot see. You understand? Last night I was coming from St. Peter's, and they had an accident in the junction there by just further up by the mechanic up there where they sell ice after Gillard gas station. And when I come to the little entrance there where you put the big where they put the big stones to turn left in case you're coming back east. The line long, Mrs. Henry. The line long coming from west to east. And two crazy bus drivers that so cannot wait, right? That they speed up in front of everybody, and everybody there waiting patiently because there was an accident. I don't know what happened to some of these bus drivers. You understand? Because they plan to kill people on the street. You understand? And another thing again, Miss Henry, I'm getting cursed for the speed bump that I asked Public Works, and I hit every day on the radio to get in Taylor's Village by Beach Allen Primary. And if I'm loving these kids, it's wrong. I don't want to be right. You understand? I don't want to be right by loving them. I don't have no kids on this island. And because I love these children so much, I try to protect them from these crazy drivers that we have on this island. You understand me? I don't mind what I say. It's not what my country can do for me. It's what I can do for my country. You understand? And these drivers, I don't know what y'all going to do with them. And I'm so glad you come up with the car seat this morning. Because where I sit there every day, oh Lord, have mercy. Oh Lord, have mercy. I pray with you for these children, for God to protect them. Because I want to know if these people bring these children into this world and they don't love them by putting their car seats on them, their seat belts on them, and protecting these kids by putting them in car seats. And I don't want y'all to be talking, you know. I want y'all to go out there and give ticket left, right, and center. Have a good day.
Thank you, Carla.
You want to respond, or you're going to?
Trees at my Ram supermarket. Well, Public Works is here. I know they are for road, but I know they can do something with that.
I'll look at it.
Okay, yes.
All right.
I don't know if it's somebody's property or what. I know what you're talking about when you come around the corner from Ram supermarket on your left. With the motor omnibuses, I try to talk about them until something drastically happen. They're gonna continue. And we're not talking anymore to the buses. We're not. We're not talking anymore to the persons who drive the buses, I must say. Because it is overbearing. We talk. And then the first thing, when we have to do things, they say, we are running with them. As I say, you put yourself in the way to be targeted. And there's nothing else we can do but just take them before the court.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Let's take this call. Good morning, you're live. Yes, go ahead, you're live. We can hear you. Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning, man.
Good morning, Sergeant.
Good morning, Leston.
Yeah, and I want to promote Mr. Gilbert to superintendent. Mr. Gilbert, good morning.
Good morning,
And
morning.
I listened to GQ. I wasn't aware that you used to be a teacher, but there had to be a reason why you are so eloquent in your speaking. So I want to say happy Teachers Day to you and all the teachers in the Federation, especially my favorite teacher, Singing Jackie.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
To Mr. and Mrs. Wilshire. But on the topic that, Mr. Gilbert, I am always impressed with you. And I hope persons are listening, especially that part where these big equipment going to be in the area, and you are going to be coming and doing the investigation. Because persons sometimes have this tendency, for whatever reason, feel like you all are coming to look in news, as you rightly say, and then when after the fact they want you all to do hells and devil. It can't work that way.
True.
You give them the opportunity, you come on the ear, you let them know what you all are going to be doing. So I just pray and hope that the person in that area take heed and don't let what happened when they were doing the main road and then persons come after the fact. Make no sense. Sergeant Henry, to your point, in terms of the children, I pray and hope that parents take these things, especially children under 5. Because what do you finally normally happen when you don't do these things? You're close to accident. The first thing you're thinking is about the child, but it's too late. So we just have to be, cognizant and be aware of our situation and our children, as the lady rightly said. We have to take care of our children that in our care and do what we can do for them, because that's why we are parents and we are guardians. So again, usual show, great show. Sergeant Henry, I know you're going to be going on vacation soon, but remember, the application is still there, open for the lawyer of the club. You all have a good day.
Droppers.
Thank you, Leston.
Thank you. Could I comment now?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Onto the first point the caller made about the water, I specifically, that is for water department, and I don't want to come on the radio and comment on their domain. So I heard the Honorable Minister, Prime Minister, said that all is well now. So that's it for that part there. Onto the Spratnet end, if we are on the same page, I'm thinking not in the road itself, but to the side of the road where they turn the gate. That area Spratnet wants to use as a parking lot. So when I say we, Spratnet and Public Works are looking at it to see how it could be enhanced. But we are looking at it, but carefully. Next, the speed bumps in the Taylor's area. A few persons came on the radio and spoke about you need some calming in the area, and we decided to work with the police and the people and the school of the area so that at least we can provide some level of calming for the traffic in the area. So it's for the drivers, the users of the road, to just take care and be mindful that there are children, and all of us were children at some point, and to be mindful and take care of the children while they traverse the road in the areas here.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines. We lost that one. Let's try this one. Good morning.
Yes, a pleasant good morning again, GK.
Yes, man, Marpo.
And to the officers out there. First, with the traffic. Thanks for the crossing in Newton Ground, but I'll need the next one, please. Down there by the church. It's very dangerous for the elder people. It's an elder week, and cross here by the church region. She put in one already, the crossing, but I did tell her 2. Okay? So I'd like to please help us with this next one on the close the church, so people go in the church properly and cross the road to come up to the supermarket. Now to Mr. Gilbert, well, I'm glad to hear you going to Mullingar for a project. But I'd like to know what happened to the project that started there for the school. School in, school out, and I don't hear nobody say nothing about the school up to now. And then the third one, in Newton Ground, a report for an elderly and a kind of disabled lady. They put a walkway, all the water run into the lady house underneath she decking. And the gentleman and the man do the wall, not one the seal hole full. And he's an old man. Everybody learn him in the showing battle and all kind of thing into the steel hole. So please look into that. These are these I want to know if I don't pay up this contractor. Because the work not finished. The woman complain is straight, the man complain is straight. The wall ain't finished. Better if the man, because he also say better if he wall, because he had up a wall, you put a wall now, and the wall ain't finished. And now there's a learning spot, and he's an old man. He don't went to the police so many times, consoling, dirtying up the places, and nobody studied the man. So please, do something to the wall, and try to get the water from running off the walkway into the lady and running to the road. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much.
You want to respond or you want to take some more calls?
I'll take some more calls.
Right, we'll take these last 2 calls and then I'll let you respond and we wrap up. Hey, good morning, you're live.
Hello.
Yes, man.
I just heard you talk about by Spratna and the parking lot. But I think what most important is right in the corner there by Spratna. Man, since in the corona time, they've taken down the wall and widened the road. But half of the road still need to be paved. And right there is a serious spot. You know what I mean? By Manhattan Garden and Spratney. It has that spot there that when rain fall, you just keep digging out the dirt area where they left, and you just have less than half the road to use in that corner. Please look at that for me. Please. And all road has some potholes in some kind of areas that you either got to be running off the road or running over in the traffic. Please let public works come in. Thank you.
All right, man. Hey, good morning, you're live. Yes, you're live. Go ahead.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Libert, GQ.
Hey, good morning, sir.
Sergeant Henry and Mr. Gilbert, good morning to you all.
Good morning.
I call to ask a question, which of course would be referred to Sergeant Henry and Mr. Gilbert. Is anybody of the team of the Traffic Department, Commissioner of Police, Engineers and Director of Public Works is looking at any possibility of making the juncture of Otley's, that bridge, more safer? What I mean when I ask that question, I do believe recently, I'm not too sure if it is directly off the bridge, but I said some time ago, they need to at least see how best can they address the safety and the more convenient of traveling along that bridge, coming out of Otley's or going into the upside of Otley's, where their lights can be hung, which of course can more inform and educate people to respect the light and color changing like it is in Basseterre. Until such time, I don't think it's going to get any better, because I have the right to pass first, you have the right to pass first, and I believe I am right and you believe you're right. Those are the kind of attitude chauffeurs, motorists have on the road. Personally speaking, somebody needs to take the initiative to say, hey, look, this is the way forward. We got to do this, otherwise nothing can be done. You cannot at least claim people's land. You cannot widen the road there. You don't want to put yourself in any expense more than it is already to at least widen the bridge, because it takes a lot. However, I am just simply asking for somebody to look at it and see where there is any possibility of taking the initiative to get it done to make the road, especially that bridge, more safer for people to pass conveniently. I have nothing else more to say. I take care and have a good day. Goodbye.
All right,
Thank you.
All right, we're going to make that our last caller, and I'm going to let Sergeant Henry and Mr. Gilbert wrap up. But before you do so, both of you, Mr. Gilbert, this one is for you. As it relates to the Oldwood area, they said they were making mention to the area where Smallex practice.
Yes, that's this parking lot we're talking about. That's fine.
Oh, it's the same area?
Yeah, that's the same area. Somebody has called and asked about the road right in front of Spratnet now, where the original gate was.
Yes.
Where you're driving.
Right.
Yes, we are going to fix that shortly. That is going to be fixed shortly. We apologize for the inconvenience. Pertaining to the Otley's Bridge, we are looking at, when I say we, Public Works, we are looking at a project which involves Otley's Gut, Keys Gut, Lodge Gut, and one in Challengers, I think, and St. Paul's. Those guts there, those guts were done way before all of us were born. And they have lived their time, they have served their time. And we are looking at them to reshape them, redesign them to meet the future needs. So that's a project which we are pursuing at this time.
All right.
Someone make mention of the Molyneux School. I spoke about the Philip Slope, but no mention was made of the Molyneux School. I must say, the Sunday before school we opened, there was a meeting at the same Explorers Club in Phillips in relation to the status of the school, and I was invited, and I actually gave a small presentation of where we are with that school. What we are doing with the school in a nutshell, this is not the forum for that really, but what we are doing in a nutshell is that we are actually improving the school. That school is the oldest school, government school on the island, and it lacks a number of amenities compared to the other schools, or what a school should have. So we are taking the opportunity to upgrade the school. So we are in the design stage at Public Works. We are doing new design for the schools. Then we are going to go into bill of quantities. Then we are going to go into tendering for the school. So it is taking some time because we have to get it right. So we spoke to the school in relation to that matter, and I think the parents and students, they understand. We spoke to the students and the teachers, and we are actually asking for time so that we can actually get it right and get on with that project. But as I said, I'm here this morning to speak about the road in the Phillips Slope Stabilization, which is in Phillips Village. And I have one last thing here to make mention of. Someone sent me a WhatsApp on the weekend, and it says, give me half a second here. It says here, Public Works like they ain't plan to come back. It seems it's been a month and 4 days now. And they gave a picture. I recognize the picture of New Road area, where the New Road Boulevard and the main road to St. Peter's intersect. Public Works cast a slab there some time ago, and they use concrete, 28 days strength concrete. So it is not 28 days yet. So that's why they haven't opened the road. If they had opened back the road, what would have happened? Trucks and everything would have run on the road, and it would have collapsed the same way. So we are actually allowing it to reach its maximum strength, which is 28 days, which is going to be sometime by the end of this weekend. So by next week, the road will be open. So I want you to bear with us, that we actually... We not forgot that we actually cast the road and leave the debris in the road. We left the debris in the road to prevent people from driving onto the new concrete which has been cast recently. So we are working on it, and we are going to fix the other areas of the crossing too. And if you recognize that we cannot actually fill it in with concrete, because if we do that, we wouldn't be able to clean under the bridge. So we are working on it, and we have you in mind, and we thanks for the comment too. These are what make us the better people that we ascribe to be at the end of the day. Nice. So thank you for having me here this morning on the program. Sergeant, I want to thank you for allowing us the opportunity, Public Works the opportunity, to come and present on this program, and for GQ and the staff of ZSZ for allowing us the opportunity so that we can actually speak to the public, and they can actually spread the word around for us of these projects which we have on stream. Thank you very much.
No, thank you, sir. Sergeant Henry?
Okay, for the gentleman who called in from Newton Ground, spoke about the crosswalk by the church. If that's the same church that is on the hill, the painter went there already and he said it's on a hill, and you're not supposed to overtake on a hill. So if anything, he might have to put it further down from the church. But for now, if that's the same church that is on the hill, a crosswalk cannot go there.
It's not recommended.
Right.
Okay.
So I just want to thank the callers for calling in. And all who call in and give their support, their comments, their suggestions, I want to thank you all for listening. And God bless you all, and I'll see you all next week.
Thank you for being here. All right, we're a little over time, but we're going to get into a 9 o'clock report right now. Compliments to Grange.
I'm begging you to. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Are you looking for a place